Good morning everyone, I am Lorenzo Raimondi, responsible for the Electronic Technical Department and the development, together with my team, of ReVision Net, the innovative web viewing system from Re S.p.A. ReVision Net is an integrated video inspection system based on our compact and ultra-high-resolution cameras connected together in a network and accessible through a single control point. One of the focuses of the project was the beauty of the image and the ability to render incredibly small details faithfully even on the most complicated materials such as gold foils and reflective materials. A robust system created for use in networks where the number of connected cameras is not a limit and the entire camera system can be accessed from a single interface based on one or more touch monitors. Over 4 years of development and 2 years of testing in our laboratories and at our partners and customers in Italy and abroad have led to this incredible result. A robust, reliable and flexible camera system, capable of operate with the most diverse requirements of machining operations and on machines of all kinds. The innovative optical design, developed by Re S.p.A. specifically for this camera, is based on a high-resolution double sensor and a lens system assisted by an illumination system capable of rendering almost the same quality as sunlight. The 130 by 110 mm field of view is the largest in its category and is able to bring details down to the size of about 10 microns to the screen with unmatched color quality and brightness. The control interface of the entire system consists of 1 or 2 touch monitors to controls all cameras of the ReVision Net system. The interface shows the main image through which the operator can navigate horizontally, vertically and change the zoom using simple gestures as on a common mobile device. On the right side of the monitor is always visible the full field image, the framed part and a simple command interface. At the bottom, a series of process information such as line speed, the camera you are connected to and the status of remote connections. The camera commands include acquisition commands. The test mode, which allows the acquisition of the image without synchronism with the material, is useful to check the functioning status of the camera and to work when the material is not moving. The run working mode consists of capturing images synchronized with the movement of the machine. When run mode is activated, data such as line speed appears, indicating the speed at which the material is moving under the camera. Just as before, it is possible to navigate the image. Now the acquisition is live, so the camera moves on the motorized rail. The zoom function, as before, works with both touch gestures and the use of sliders. When the next image is acquired, the image is centered on the previously selected point. The scan work function is available to allow continuous camera work during material movement. The scan function requires synchronization with the material to be activated. 4 scan modes are available. By holding down the button for a long time, you enter the default scan mode. Among the available modes are the horizontal scan, which involves horizontal movements along the material. The vertical scan, to move the camera longitudinally across the material. The S-scan, in which the entire material is covered by combining the 2 previous movements. Or the programmed scan, in which saved images are used as a track to drive the camera movement to the chosen positions. Once the scan mode is selected, it is activated by simply pressing OK. At this point, both run and scan modes are active and the camera moves across the material. Images of the current work can be saved at any time. The saved images, using the proper button, are placed in the job folder. Immediately below the Save Image function you can find the Job Folder button, where saved images are stored and can be edited, renamed or deleted. For each ReVision net system, there is a number of jobs that depends on the camera model and can be extended by an unlimited license. Saving images is useful both for the scan function and the go-to or split screen functions. Let's see how they work. Moving to any point in the video inspection material, I can always find a previous position using the go-to function. Using the previously saved image, and activating the go-to function, the camera repositions itself to the saved position and with the previous zoom level and brightness. Similarly, the split screen function. Once I have acquired the image, I can arbitrarily vary my acquisition position on the laminate. By activating the split screen function on the previously saved image, I obtain a comparison of my sample image against the live acquired image. The camera repositioned itself where the image was captured and split my screen. The split screen can be performed on all four quadrants and I can compare the image against the complementary image as well as against the same image. All camera configuration functions are accessible via the menu button in the top right-hand corner. Let's have a quick overview of the functions. The available cameras are the cameras connected to the ReVision net system. At this moment there is simply the ReVision Net 1 camera, with its IP address. There are no others selectable. The scan modes, which we saw earlier, allow me to choose how to operate the scan function. The system language setting, which is currently set to English, but you can find many others. The remote access function, which allows the operator, within the same company network, to access the system to check and control it from your own PC, without the need to be at the machine. The login function to increase the level of access and be able to see functions that are normally grayed out. System settings such as the acquisition brightness level can also be adjusted while working. The machine settings, using simple intuitive controls. And the job settings, in fact the only parameter that needs to be worked on at the time of acquisition. The number of sensors, the number of pulses per revolution and the length of the print development are adjusted. Similarly, it is possible to set up virtual edges to limit camera scrolling to only a part of the material width. In the system settings, I have the option of moving my command bar to one side or the other of the screen, for ease of use or to meet the need for a different screen layout. Similarly, I have the metric and imperial systems for units of measurement, and some functions that I see here can be activated by license. The motorized bar calibration function, should this option be fitted, and it is necessary to start the camera for the first time. Among the software functions currently available in software version 1.2 is the metric grid function. The metric grid function allows me to work with a resizable metric reference on the image. It allows me, among other things, to take measurements. For example, by off-centering the center of the grid to a more appropriate position and then re-centering it at the end of the work. The metric grid function is available under license. Also via the system configuration, by setting the access level to supervisor, I have access to the installed licenses and can easily install new ones to activate new functionalities. Goodbye everyone and thank you.